to Studio 501c3. I'm your host, Kim Jones, Executive Director of the Nonprofit Village. Studio 501c3 features nonprofit organizations designated as 501c3s by the IRS because they provide a public benefit. In most cases, your donations to them are tax deductible. We're proud of our partnership with Montgomery Community Media in exploring our community's nonprofit programs and services. MCM is your public resource that provides access to information relevant to our community. Today, we have Khadija Barkley. She is the Executive Director of the George B. Thomas Saturday School. The school is part of a learning academy which helps children in grades kindergarten through 12 master core academic subjects. Khadija, thanks so much for joining us today at Studio 501c3.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for the work that you do in supporting the nonprofits in Montgomery County.
Oh, thank you. Listen, we've got a lot to talk about. We want to make sure that the audience learns about the programs, the services, but I want to start with a little bit of history. So you're the brains behind all of this and how it has grown tremendously over the years. This is a very innovative and I guess unique public-private partnership with MCPS. And you've played a role as an educator at so many levels in the school system, including principal and now nonprofit executive. Over these years, and I think it's been about 30 years?
About 34, yes.
Okay, so over the years, how has this grown? What has been the impact?
Oh my goodness. So back in 1986, the NAACP put out a charge to the fraternities and sororities in Montgomery County, asking them to help the school system and really to help the community to eliminate the achievement gap, which we now know as an opportunity gap. So that's really where our history is, and just helping the school system to level the playing field so that our Black and brown students are performing like their white and Asian counterparts. So we know that there's a huge achievement gap, opportunity gap. So that's really the basis of what we are attempting to do. We started with one location in Olney back in 1986, and we've grown, like you said, immensely. We have 12 locations now. Our 12 locations span as north as Clarksburg, and then we have about 4 or 5 locations in Silver Spring. We have a location in Rockville and a couple in Gaithersburg. So we really have looked at specific locations around the county where we see that there are students that are underperforming.
And let me just interrupt you for a second. How many students are you now serving every year?
So every year we serve approximately 3,000 students. Wow. And it's huge, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And as we have been supporting those students that need academic support and academic intervention, we've also found that there's a niche of families that are looking for acceleration as well. So part of our growth has been now we offer a STEM Curiosity Academy, and we also offer a coding program for families that really want those authentic experiences that they may not get during the school day. So this, like you mentioned, it is a private-public partnership, but one caveat that really makes us stand out against all the other, mentoring and tutoring programs is that our curriculum is aligned with Montgomery County Public School curriculum. So
what does that mean? So in practical for a family, when you say the curriculum is aligned with the curriculum of the school system, what does that mean for a kid every day?
So Monday through Friday, a student has a curriculum that the teacher teaches. And Montgomery County Public Schools, they all teach the same curriculum Monday through Friday. So our Saturday school tutors are, in most cases, 95% of our teachers are Montgomery County Public School teachers. So they are able to look at the grade level curriculum Monday through Friday and develop lessons on Saturday mornings to unscramble confusion and provide acceleration opportunities for those students who may not get acceleration during the week, or those that may not understand what they're supposed to master during the week. And then one other thing that happens is they can preview lessons for the following week. So our motto is, I believe in me. So we're definitely looking at creating confident learners. So whereas a student may have left school on Friday feeling a little unsure about what has happened Monday through Friday, they can get that extra support from a teacher on Saturday morning, and then walk back into the classroom on Monday having previewed the next week's lesson and feel more confident about what he or she learned the week before.
Okay, so now we're going to take a break in just a few seconds, but it sounds like, and just, verify for me, this is a real support for families overall as well, because they can then make sure that, like you said, they have the extra support on the weekends that reinforces what the student learned during the week. Is that pretty accurate?
That is very accurate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to take a break, just a short break, and we'll talk a little bit more when we come back about how the George B. Thomas Saturday School helps children master those core academic subjects. This is Studio 501c3 on Montgomery Community Media. We'll be right back.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Welcome back to Studio 501c3, your window into Montgomery County's premier nonprofit organizations. I'm Kim Jones, and with me is Khadija Barkley, the Executive Director of the George B. Thomas Saturday School. Welcome back again, Khadija. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
So let's go to some of those very specific programs that you started talking about before the break. You were talking about a STEM program. I know that you've got some other peer education programs as well as college access programs. So can you talk very briefly about what each of those do?
Sure. So this year we started with our college access or crash course to college. And so we have a couple of the college and career information coordinators that work with students on Saturday mornings, identifying scholarships, doing college searches, all of those things that our busy seniors and juniors don't have a chance to do during the course of the week. We also have many opportunities for parents to get training on the Montgomery County Public Schools curriculum, and also helping to navigate the school system. So there's a parent component as well. And the heart of our program includes volunteers. So we have 300 to 400 volunteers that come out on Saturday mornings as well to help our tutors help our students.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what I'm hearing is this has become a real wraparound program, not just for the student, but for the entire family, and through all, not just the everyday curriculum, but everything that happens because of education giving us access to things like college and everything else. So it's a real wraparound.
It is, and one thing that I didn't mention is that we also provide English lessons for our parents that don't speak English. Okay. We have a grant through McHale to provide English speaking courses for our parents as well.
Okay, all right. So with the little bit of time that we have left, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Number one, who are some of your other partners? Could be corporate partners or other nonprofits or government agencies. Who are some of your partners, real quick?
So, of course, Health and Human Services with Montgomery County, Montgomery College, Educational Systems Federal Credit Union, Wells Fargo. We've gotten grants from many, many different organizations that are our donors.
Okay, and then individuals that want to donate, what happens to those dollars? How do you use them?
So we are responsible for raising about $450,000 per year. We use that to support our students with hiring, first-class teachers as tutors. We use that for supporting the learning that goes on with materials and just being able to provide Chromebooks for students in some instances. So there's many things that we're able to do with the funds that we receive. And then also scholarships for students. Even though we only charge a nominal fee of $40 if students are on free and reduced meals, or $85 if they're not on free and reduced meals, there are still families that cannot afford that. So with the funds that are given, we also provide free tutoring services for students and families that cannot afford.
So that's more evidence that you provided this whole wraparound system and made it so comprehensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're running out of time, but I want to know what's next. What are your ideas, or what are you planning to accomplish in the near future, short and long term?
Well, short term, we just started an online platform to support the school system with the continuity of learning. We'll probably do some summer support to help eliminate that summer slide that is occurring not only because of the regular summer months that we're away, but also being out of face-to-face instruction. Long term, we'd like to expand our coding program and also be able to allow STEM free of charge just as a part of our Saturday school program. Wow. So we're definitely looking at trying to expand that.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot. All right. So we're going to have your information on screen, but Khadija, you've shared such a great amount of practical information about how kids can be helped and their families can be helped with these core subjects. Khadija Barkley is the Executive Director of the George B. Thomas School. For more information, go to SaturdaySchool.org. I'm Kim Jones, Executive Director of Nonprofit Village. Thank you at home for joining us as well. We hope you come back for the next edition of Studio 501c3 on Montgomery Community Media. This episode of Studio 501c3 was sponsored by MBA Growth Partners.
Kids active and healthy. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking.
Viking. Red state. Blue state. Vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown. Downtown.
Optimist.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities, our families, united. Even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.